Hi, Derek from Groovy Entertainment. Today we got another book to read for you. Today's book is Muppet Kids and Healthcare Laws from 1991. So let's get started. All aboard, the conductor of the Beekman Express walked down the platform, shouting to all the passengers all aboard. Kermit's mom hugged Kermit one more time. Then she kissed Fozzie on the cheek. Now you kid take care of yourself, she said. You have your tickets and your money, right, Fozzie? Yes, Mrs. Frog. Fozzie nodded. Don't worry, Mom, Kermit said. I have gone to Uncle McDermott's house a lot of times. I'll keep an eye on them, ma'am, added the conductor. The conductor led Kermit and Fozzie to some seats. Now you kids sit tight, he told them. I'll put your bags on the rack above you, and I'll come back and check on you whenever I can. You know the name of your stop, right? Yes, sir, Kermit said. Greenville Junction. Kermit and Fozzie waved to Kermit's mom as the train started to pull out of the station. Have a good time, she called, and don't forget to call me and Fozzie mom or mother when you get there. We will, Mom, Kermit shouted back. Goodbye. Gee, Kermit said, uh, settling back in his seat. I love rides, riding on the train. Me too, said Fozzie. Want a banana? Kermit and Fozzie spent the next 2 hours looking out the window, talking, playing cards, and reading. Ever so often, they could hear the conductor's voice calling out the stops, and he came by to say hello a few times, too. Then it was time for lunch. Fozzie's mother had packed sandwiches and fruits and some cookies, too. Fozzie was just starting on his second banana when the conductor stopped by. The next stop is yours, kid, he said. I'll take your bag down for you. The conductor reached out above their heads and took their suitcase down from the rack. Have we got everything? Kermit asked. I think so, said Fozzie. The train started to slow down. Greenville, Greenville, the conductor cried. Kermit and Fozzie walked to the end of the aisle and stood by their bags. Suddenly, Fozzie looked around. Teddy, he said. Do you have Teddy? No, said Kermit. I don't see him anywhere. Fozzie dropped his bag and whoopee cushion and raced back to his seat. I cannot leave without him, he said frantically. Fozzie looked around the seats and under it, but he couldn't find a teddy bear anywhere. I have to find Teddy, he kept muttering. I can't leave him behind. In the meantime, everyone who had stood up when the conductor called out to stop had already gotten off the train. Fozzie, Kermit shouted down the aisle. We're going to miss our... And then that's when the train started to move again. Oh no, Kermit cried. Someone stopped the train. But nobody did. Kermit watched in dismay as they pulled out of Greenville Junction. At that moment, Fozzie poked his head up from behind the seat. I have got Teddy, he said happily. We can't get off now. No, we can't, said Kermit. Look, Kermit pointed to a window. Outside, the scenery was rushing by. We missed the stop, Fozzie cried. What are we going to do? I don't know, Kermit said, his voice shaking a little. Maybe the conductor can tell us, but the conductor was nowhere to be found. I guess we should get off. I think we should get off at the next stop, Kermit finally said, swallowing hard. Before he left home, Kermit had written down his Uncle McDermott's phone number, and he was carrying a quarter just in case. He and Fozzie got off the train and went to the nearest phone. Kermit dialed, but the phone just rang and rang. We can't call my mom. Collect. Wait, we can call my mom collect, Kermit decided. I'll call my mom too, Father added. I learned my phone number, and the area code by heart when I was a little kid. But Kermit's mom wasn't home, and neither was Fozzie. Kermit had always loved train stations, but as he looked around, now the train station didn't look like a friendly place at all. He was glad, he was glad he and Fozzie was together. It would be even worse if he was alone. Now what, Fozzie finally said. He looked as worried as Kermit felt. Mom taught me what to do if I got lost, Kermit said, trying to keep calm and act grown up. She said to find a policeman if I was ever in trouble. So that's what I think we should do. Kermit and Fozzie looked around for a policeman. They didn't see anyone right away, but they did see a sign that read tickets. Geez, Kermit, Fozzie said. My mom said that it was safe to ask the people in the ticket booth for help. What do you think? I think that's a good idea, said Kermit. They picked up their bags and started walking toward the sign. A tall man appeared out of nowhere. You kid look lost, said the man, smiling. Can I help you? Kermit looked up at the man for a second. Then he took Fozzie's arm and started to walk away as quickly as he could. Hey, kid, shouted the man. Come back. What should we do? Fozzie whispered to Kermit. Just keep walking, Kermit told him. My mom told me never to talk to strangers, no matter what. If I get lost, I'm supposed to find someone official to help me. When Kermit got to the ticket booth, he looked around, but the stranger had walked away. A woman was standing behind the ticket window. She looked down at Kermit and Fozzie. Hey, kids, she said, can I help you? You sure can, Kermit said. We are lost. Don't worry, said the woman. I'll get a policeman over here right away. When Kermit saw the blue uniform of the policeman, he felt a whooshing of relief. Are you the kid who lost? The policeman asked. Yes, sir, said Kermit. Me and my friend Fozzie here. Mr. Stop on the train. Well, let's see what we can do to help, said the policeman. Kermit explained about his uncle McDermott and about no one being home when they called. The first thing the policeman did was try to call their parents again. This time Kermit's mom answered. Thank heavens, said his mom, when she heard the policeman's story. My brother McDermott just called. He was terribly worried. Just tell me where the kids are, and he'll drive over and pick them up. After the policeman gave Kermit's mom directions, she asked to speak to Kermit. It was a little scary, Kermit told his mom, but we knew all the phone numbers, and we didn't talk to strangers, just like you have always taught me. I'm very proud of you, Kermit, his mom replied. You did just the right things. Thanks, said Kermit, and thanks for telling me all that stuff. If you hadn't, I wouldn't have known what to do. The policeman stayed with Kermit and Fozzie until Uncle McDermott arrived at the train station. Uncle McDermott was very glad to see them. After Kermit and Fozzie had powered into Uncle McDermott's car, Fozzie turned to his best friend. Boy, Kermit, he said, I'm very sorry for getting us into this mess. And you know what? What, Kermit said. Next time we'll go on a trip, Fozzie said. I'm going to leave Teddy home. He shouldn't travel without Mom and Pop until he knows his phone number, too. So that was Muppet Kids and Help We Are Lost from 1991. So if you like, subscribe, share, and comment, have a good every day. We'll have another video coming out real soon.